Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome to Stepiphenie's Wake. I'm Steph, and this is a timeless reading for the sign of Gemini. But if you find yourself here because of the image or title, I believe there are messages for you too. On this channel, we honor three things above all else. One, nothing is coincidence. Everything that happens in the reading is part of the reading. Two, energy is wild, and I will deliver the messages I get, and no topic is off limits. And three, love always wins. I'm here to change the world one conversation at a time, and my main aim is to move whoever is watching forward in a positive direction for the highest good of all. If the energies or roles I'm speaking about are reversed in your story, feel free to flip them for yourself as necessary to suit your situation. Don't force the reading to fit. If the story isn't yours, don't make it so unless that's how you intend for your life to go. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment if this resonates with you. It helps me to really get in touch with your energy for future readings. And if you feel aligned with my vibe and ever-going tribe, I invite you to subscribe, and I send a huge thank you to all that do. Additional information and details to connect with me for a personal reading or to donate to the channel are in the description box below. So let's get into your channeled messages. Gemini, the title of your reading is No More Tears. And I heard that song by Mary J. Blige. It came out August 28th of 2001. So 8/28, I know it's coming up. It's about 2 weeks from when I'm recording this. But 8/28, 2001, that could be your birthday. That could be somebody you're dealing with's birthday. Just, I think that actually that is a Virgo season. So first degree of Virgo, that has to do with the Eight of Pentacles, your work. So anyway, I did a little bit of digging into this, the reason or the meaning behind the No More Tears song. No More Tears, No More Drama by Mary J. Apparently, Mary J. Blige lived a life of alcohol and drug abuse, and it resulted in a series of abusive relationships. I strongly encourage you to go and look at those lyrics, listen to the song. Maybe you're feeling like you're at your wit's end with something. You know, you're in this cycle and it just certain things keep happening and you're just over it. You don't want to cry over this anymore. You don't want, this BS anymore. You just want things to finally smooth out for you. So that could be one side. However, I also know there's a song by Ozzy Osborne, rest in peace, he just recently passed, called No More Tears. I channeled this song for somebody in a reading on March 28th of this year. And that song came out on September 17th, 1991. So you could be dealing with, again, another Virgo. Virgo season seems very, very important to you. Maybe that's the season that you finally step out on your own. You finally claim your independence. Virgo is known as the Virgin. Um, really independent, really, focused on self, pouring into self, their own health, their own wealth. I remember hearing that Virgo has no bad cards. You're the 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, which are all very, very, they're cards that indicate success and monetary comfort and abundance. So beautiful there. Virgo season might be really, really important for you. But one of the lines from No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne that stuck out to me was, "A light in the window is a crack in the sky, a stairway to darkness in the blink of an eye, a levee of tears to learn she'll never be coming back. The man in the dark will bring another attack." And that was channeled, or that came up in a message or a note from me from December 21st of 2022. So that date might be important to you as well. Um, Overall, there is something dark and sinister about that particular line. I don't get a good feeling. The man in the dark, excuse me, will bring another attack. So maybe somebody is hidden. I'm hearing creatures of the night. So that might be something I know. I believe that's a show. We're all creatures of the night. The man in the dark will bring another attack. Maybe there's somebody that you're overlooking or somebody that you've cut off, somebody that you've, turned your back on, and I hate to bring it into it, but they may be, casting their will, or, the word spell work comes into mind, because they're trying to keep hidden. And another attack, I don't think that they're like crouching in an alleyway waiting, or preying on you. Um, Especially because the light in the window is a crack in the sky. This is very metaphysical to me. A stairway to darkness in the blink of an eye. Um, so yeah, let's see if I gets into, or let's see what the cards have to say. I have a system that I use. Where are my dice? Where I roll some dice, do some shuffles. Where are my dice? That's interesting. Oh, they're there. Sorry about that, Gemini. Maybe you've replaced something or misplaced something. Something's not where it's supposed to be. Something's not how it's supposed to be. All right, so this is my dice. I have a deck that I've created. It's based on numerology. This is my baby, my brainchild. Um, I don't know why I feel compelled to share this with you, but all my friends, I'm at that point in my life where my friends are all having baby showers, and we all get together and talk about all of the things our kids are doing, and our firstborns and our jobs and da da da. And I would go to all of these baby showers and be like, I'm working on a card deck. So I am super super proud of this, and I'm excited to share it with you. I've used it a little bit on my previous videos if you watched any of those, but let's see what the overall theme for Gemini is. 46, integrity. Ooh, foundation and community. I heard, what are you building for yourself? So that means 10 shuffles. I know it's a lot, so bear with me. And while I do this, I invite my guides in, my ancestors, beings of the highest white light. I call you in and ask for your assistance as I deliver messages for Gemini so that they can gain clarity and understanding and move them forward in a positive direction for them, for the highest good love. Call on Archangel Michael and ask that you protect me from anyone who wishes to cloud my judgment or the messages received for Gemini. And I thank you for being here. I invite you to invite your own guides, spirits, ancestors, whoever you feel you are connected with in a benevolent sense into this reading, so that you can get the messages that you need, situations you are in, to get where you need to go. Heard 3 more. I honestly lost count, but I trust my guides. 1, and I'm going to try to keep all the cards upright. If they come out reversed, then I will absolutely take it. But they should all be upright. And in my deck, upright, there are 2 meanings to every card. There's a lot of depth to these cards. But if it's in reverse, generally it means it's somebody else doing that. So it's not, in tarot, it's normally the, opposite or extreme of the card that you are pulling. In my deck, it's, if it's upright, it's you doing it. If it's reversed, it's another person. So I have a spread. We're going to do what's powering, what's changing, what's blocking, what's coming to light, and what is coming to balance. And then we're going to clarify with some pictures. And I already get this feeling and nudge that I'm going to be using my Dutch, or no, excuse me, this is my German Rider-Waite deck. German. So Germany might be important to you, Germanic. I know that Scorpio's reading, the title of it is a Germanic root. So when Scorpio reading, fumbling my words, it's a part of it. When the Scorpio reading comes out, that might be a part of it or important for you. So what's balance? See, now that's reverse. So that means that somebody else is out of balance. What is powering the situation? Somebody else is out of balance and they're taking their sweet time. They're taking forever, or their out of balance has thrown you off so much that you are going into this hibernation. There's also a 6 on it, which means that it's the clouds in the Norman, this hibernation period. What's changing in the situation for Gemini? What's changing? You might be seeing a lot of yin-yangs or panda bears. What's changing in the situation for Gemini? I'm hearing single. Ooh, 2 cards, 3 cards. Authority, influence, and morbid. Okay, so the Emperor, the Moon, and the Snake. And what's on the bottom? Healing on the bottom. And I need to look up the Lenormand meanings. 20 and 21. Please hold. This is my little reference book. So the garden plus the mountain is problems with public. I'm getting again, and I just did a reading for Taurus, and it was kind of similar where just this narcissistic abusive dynamic where somebody's trying to cut somebody down, um, and make them feel like they're less than. Somebody is trying to influence the way that you see yourself. You may be seeing a lot of dragons, moons, snakes are important. All of this, it hurts you. It hurts you. And instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask how this is happening for you. Because people are always teaching you how you prefer to be treated. And sometimes we learn, by the actions that we don't like that they do. Sometimes we learn, what we're missing, what we would like to see. Absence is not a void. Absence creates space to imagine what could be filled in that space. If you want to be given flowers and you're not given flowers, the absence of flowers makes you realize that, oh, I would love to receive a bouquet of flowers. There's something to that, but it's helping you to heal. Somebody's trying to influence the way that you see yourself. Someone's trying to influence your life negatively. Again, no more pain, no more drama. You just want this over. What's changing? How you let this person affect you, your own individual authority. Gemini, your energy came out. All right, what's blocking this situation? Apathy, the Four of Cups. It's normal with invest on the bottom. It's normal. It's been normalized or desensitized. The Four of Cups is getting like more of the same. And 19 and 31, I gotta look up another one. A lot of Lenormand in this deck, or in this reading. 19 and 31. Observatory. You've seen this before, you've recognized this before, nothing new. And the cups are all about emotions, right? So it's like getting this idea of getting more of what you don't want. And I'm seeing this image, like Cosmic Tarot. So maybe that's the deck we'll use to clarify. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Usually if I just shuffle, it comes out quicker. But I'm seeing the Four of Cups in this deck. Ah, where are you? Circus theme. Maybe somebody's, clowning around, wearing a false mask. It gets better, then it gets worse. A lot of, I'm getting a lot of narcissistic, a lot of not great energy. This card. I'm getting very much this card. The Four of Cups. They're blue. They're, kind of just stuck, don't know what to do. They have these four cups full of nothing they want. They're filled to the brim, if you see. They're certainly not empty, but they're full of something that you don't want to drink. They're full of something they already have. They're sitting by the water. And while these lotuses, they're glowing, they're white. Everything is colorless. Everything is a shade of blue. There's a Boy Genius song called Blue, True Blue. That song might be important to you. You did not choose this life. And at any point, you have the choice to choose a different life. You have the choice, the ability, the power, the authority to make a change. It's not going to be easy. Nothing that is good and meant to stay usually is. Alignment is different than ease. And alignment also requires that you say no to more of the same, unlike this person in the Four of Cups who did not say no to more of this. I'm hearing two shuffles. So what's coming to light? False starts. And so with integrity as the theme of this, you know what's for you. You know what you want. Integrity also invest just flew out. Don't go backwards. Community, Six of Cups on the bottom. Don't go backwards. When someone, and I said this, I'm pretty sure I said this in the Taurus reading, when someone shows you their red flags, you show them your white flag. Get out. One more shuffle. In the light. Invest throughout. Seven of Pentacles. Stop investing in this. Stop giving to this situation. Start preparing for your exit. Choose different. It is hard, but there are resources. There are ways. It's coming to light. It's coming to light for Gemini. No more drama. It's fate and divine. Oh, this is beautiful. And let me tell you why. Because this is card number 99. And this is card 0, 0. This is the end, the absolute end, the death. 10, 10, the end and death of a situation. To start something brand new, fresh and over, divinely guided. I stand firm with the idea that your success, or no, excuse me, your struggle will be part of somebody else's survival guide. Your story will be part of somebody else's survival guide. And we have 10 and 13 again. Every except for the first card, that's a lot of Lenormand. This doesn't usually happen for me in a reading. So 10 plus 13. Let's get there. 10 is the scythe, the endings, cutting off what's dead, harvesting. Again, Virgo season is all about the harvest. 10 plus 13 is a fresh start, possibly too soon. A fresh start. And I don't think this could come sooner. I think that this is perfectly in time. Um, what's really, really cool is that I'm recording this on August 16th. And tomorrow, literally tomorrow, is this card deck's birthday. I don't know if you see 8/17/21 at 3:55 is when I finish this. So that might be very, very important for you. Tomorrow, there is not, if you are in a bad situation, if you are unhappy, and it's more than unhappy, this is a pattern of disrespect, a pattern, and I'm getting a line from The Office, a pattern of disrespect, a pattern of somebody not respecting you and your own personal integrity, your what you deserve as a human being. And I'm not talking about like going above and beyond. I'm talking like basic human decency kind of things here. This has reached its end. This is over. This is already over. It's 99 to 0, 0. This is a cycle complete. Every single degree in between complete. So what's coming to light? The end is near. And I believe that there's a reader I really, really like. Her name is Bronwen's Cove 111. She's excellent. I have a few readers I'll call out um, as their readings, remind me of certain things. But she just did one called The End is Nigh. So that might be a good thing for you to check out as well. But what's coming to balance? What's going to balance out? Ooh. False and yes. And I did just say false start. This is the clown clowning around. Do 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 do. Someone is, and I say this lightly because this is no joke. This is nothing to, uh, not even consider. There are some people. You know how some dogs can be all bark and no bite. I feel like whatever situation you're in, somebody has. This dog is all bark and no bite. And I say that lightly because that's not the case for everybody. There are some very, very volatile partners that really are out for blood. So please, this is not for everybody. You know your situation, and I just need to say that somebody is being a clown. Somebody is fake. Somebody is not being honest about what they're going to do. Somebody is not being honest about your power, your authority, the influence you have over them. We don't like to lose things. We don't like things to end. And that goes for both sides, especially when both sides have invested in something. So a lot of times people who know that the end is near know that they need to do whatever they can to keep the situation as it is. And if you are somebody who is trying to grow, they're going to cut your roots. If somebody's trying to bloom, they're going to nip it in the bud. So it feels to me like somebody has very much tried to nip you, cut you, um, knock you down, but none of their words were true. Upheaval on the bottom. Yeah, they were the one who feels that. What is it? Projections are confessions. Do not forget that projections are confessions. So I had said I was going to use my German Rider-Waite deck, but I got the image of the Four of Cups in this deck. So I think I'm going to go with the Cosmic Tarot. I love this deck. I got it November 5th. Maybe that day is important to you. Hearing 3 shuffles. Going to get some images to clarify and wrap this up for Gemini. So Gemini, can you clarify temperance? Somebody else is imbalanced. Somebody else is, and again, this to me is very much your other half. yin yang, you know, the light, the dark, the feminine, the masculine. So I do feel like this is a partnership, a relationship. I did say Virgo, so it might have to do with work. It could be a work situation. But I'm almost getting like co-owner, business owner, something like that. Something where the other person can't stand on their own. They're imbalanced. Clarify temperance. 3. This is a lot, but there's the Tower again. The Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, the Tower, and Justice. Again, a lot of balance stuff. The end. Somebody can't backtrack. Somebody sees the end. They see somebody has 1 foot out the door. There's the snake. I don't know if you can see it. There's the snake. They see 1 foot out the door. This tower's already crumbling, and look at this. Look at what's being seen. I do feel like I'm speaking, there's the yin yang. I do feel like I'm speaking to a feminine who sees the truth, who sees this under fire, who sees. There's another yin yang. And this is just, you know, blue jean, average kind of guy treading amongst, you know, the rocks. The crown is fallen, but she's still wearing hers. She is divine. She is a major arcana. This gentleman, this other guy, is, I heard a paean. A paean? A paean. He doesn't even have shoes on. And as somebody who hates shoes, that's not the message here. This is more like, this is just a simpleton. This is over. Something has fallen. All right, that's too many to leave out. So I'm going to put them back in, but that, you know, was some pretty good insight. Clarify temperance. The Hierophant, and looking again with the Queen of Swords. 6 of Pentacles on the bottom. You get what you give. If somebody's accusing you of doing something wrong, if somebody's accusing you of, you know, betrayal, I'm going to repeat it. Projections are confessions. So be mindful of that. Somebody's been caught. And I love that she's the one with the knife here, and she's surrounded by growth. And again, she still has her crown on. The Hierophant is the way things are supposed to go. You've cut out what you need to, or you're about to, because again, the end is nigh. Pour into yourself. Give yourself what you need. This isn't it. Don't look back. Forward focus. Don't look back. What's changing? Ooh. The 10 of Cups. Oh, with the Queen of Pentacles, another crown. She does not look happy. And the 10 of Cups usually has a rainbow in it. It's, you know, this beautiful, happy home, emotionally fulfilled. I think that she is emotionally filled, and she's blue again. I feel like she is emotionally fulfilled on her own. Or she should be. But someone is making her blue, making her shield herself, making her cover herself. You're not crazy. You're not wrong. Look at these overflowing. You're not crazy. You're not wrong. Somebody is doing this on purpose. So what part of the cycle are you repeating? What in you isn't healed? I think healing was one of the first cards out. I think it was at the bottom of this authority influence, the what's changing. Healing. This is a catalyst to your own healing. What does fill your cups? What brings you joy? And I did hear that. I should have said it. I heard that before the reading started. It's 2:22 on my clock. What brings you joy? A better version of you, a healthy, happy you allows you to step into the world and attract what is for you. If your alignment, if your own integrity, your own self-worth is off, you cannot step into the universe and reap what is actually for you, the harvest that is actually for you. And somebody is trying to do that on purpose, so that you always need them, so that you always are part of that yin yang. But between the light and the dark here, you are all of it on your own. And if you're not, you will be. But it takes cutting the dead weight. Cut the dead weight. All right. What's blocking this situation? I would be tizzied if the Four of Cups came out. Oh! You saw that, right? You saw that. I want to replay that in slow motion. Oh my god. King of Wands. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so cool. Thank you. I'm so glad I got that on camera. That is so cool. Yeah, so this is a very watery, very fertile land. This guy's pretty dry. He does not look happy. Fear. Fear is blocking this. Action. That does not look very kind to me at all. And this is supposed to be a very phallic thing, but he looks intent and cruel. He can be a leader, really good at taking initiative, business owner, so maybe this is entrepreneur and maybe not so much a business owner, but full of new ideas. I'm still kind of shocked that the Four of Cups came out. That was so cool. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, guides. Look at the differences in these people. And red is about the root chakra. Blue is about the throat chakra. Maybe you are not speaking your truth. And this person doesn't look like they're saying a whole lot. At all. But they have their horse. They can ride away anytime they want. There's that castle. Maybe they have everything they want, but they're just emotionally unfulfilled. But this is barren. There's nothing that can grow here. They need your water. That's the only way anything can grow. They need your water. They're in a desert. Let them dry up. I heard let them dry. And so maybe they are drinking a lot. Again, temperance, somebody else is reversed. Maybe they have problems with addiction. What's coming to light? This ending? It's coming to light. It's too many. Oh, what's on the bottom? The Three of Cups. So there's the Three of Cups, so you can see it. The Magician, the Two of Swords, Prince of Pentacles, King of Swords, Judgment. There's the Emperor again, and Seven of Cups. Yeah, they already know. This is a long time coming. Long time coming. A quick cut, but a long time coming. They may be saying, how can you give up on this so fast? And I remember hearing something about how, a woman stops loving you long before she leaves. I don't know why I'm shuffling, but I just kind of follow what I'm supposed to do. So a woman stops loving you long before she leaves. You've already checked out long before. So don't make them feel guilty. Don't think that they can get you to stay by, how can you be so cruel? How can it happen so quick? Yeah. Three of Cups. Because you're not working together anymore, and Lover's on the bottom, and it did come out in reverse. It flipped out kind of, in reverse, which opposite. They're not working together anymore. There's no love. And look, there's another yin-yang. And look how fertile that is there. That's beautiful. But even that, there's still a division between the people. Here, they're intertwined. Even the lovers, do you see that line between them? I'm hearing the song Sun and Moon by Above and Beyond. I'm sorry, baby, you are the sun and moon to me. I'll never get over you. You'll never get over me. And I know that was in another reading I did, so I will post that at the bottom or in the description box. All right, and so lastly, what's coming to balance? What's coming to balance? The Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. There it is. A clown for a clown. You're moving into your own lush green garden. Look, she's got her own tower. Do you see back there? She has her own tower. She's forward focused. Again, she still has her crown. And the crown chakra is your divine connection. The crown of your head. Never ever once losing your integrity. And this Fool, there's a Fool left on the bottom. Interesting. You're not a fool. You're not crazy. You're not wrong. And she's all about the harvest. Do you see the grain? She's ready to harvest the life that she wants. So green, so lush. What a good change from that King of Wands. So Gemini, remember, we're always one choice away from a completely different life. There are always resources, especially if you're, a spiritual person connected to the divine in whatever way that is for you. And I just noticed all of the other cards, I've been pointing out this crown. Look at how her head is covered. Like her crown, the crown of her head is covered. It's blocked. Somebody's probably telling her all the reasons why she should be happy, all the reasons why she should be fulfilled, all the things that they do. They're just like basic things. This is not princess treatment. Um, Anything else? I'm gonna get one card. I want one card. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. One card to sum this reading up for Gemini. The Eight of Pentacles. Work. It's going to take work. Or it's work being done for this conflict. Okay, the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Does this person have some kind of crazy ex or something that is sending you that darkness kind of thing? Can I get one more? I know I said one. One more, one more, one more. And that might be this person. Can I get one more try? Just give me one more chance. And you always do. Four of Cups, and it never ever changes. Title card, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords again. So there's Nine of Swords again. Knight of Pentacles, it's a long time coming. This separation is a long time coming. They do not get any more times. You've given them probably 5 times. You have not been proven different with the Devil on the bottom. Yo, do I need to say anything else? No, this is over. This is become obligation, not love. So, cut your losses. The end is nigh. Maybe it's happening tomorrow. I feel like I need to post this ASAP, so I am going to sign off. Please like this, let me know if it resonated, and subscribe if you like my style. Talk to you soon. Bye.